Happy Friday, everybody. Friday. We made it to the weekend. So I wanted to jump on really quick. It is a beautiful Friday evening, so I didn't want to take up a whole lot of your time, but I did want to jump on right now to talk about how do we actually get to a place of stopping the body war. The body war, it's a big deal. A lot of us are struggling with it. I'm not sure if anybody's actually on, but that's all right. Talk to myself. So the body war, here's what it is. It is spring, and a lot of us are feeling a pressure to get beach body ready. This is what I've been telling people. The beach is going to accept whatever body I give it. Right? It's this mindset that we feel we need to continuously shrink ourselves. And again, I mean, I'm all about getting back into our bodies. So it is all right to want to lose weight. My question is always, why do we feel like we need to do this? Is it health-wise, or is it because we feel like we'll be more worthy? Right? So if it's the second one, well, then maybe there's a little bit of unpacking to do around there. So, hello, Brenda. I think you're the first one to join me. I've been talking for a few seconds. So tonight I'm going to talk about how do we get to a place to actually stop the body war. Hey, mama. Because the thing is that our news feeds are blowing up. The nicer weather is here. We're going to start taking off layers of clothing and maybe get a little bit more self-conscious. And I'm here to say, listen, we can do different. So how to stop the body war. I'm not sure who's showing up, but if you get on live, tell me hey so I can shout out because I don't see all the numbers. If you're here watching live, tell me so. If it's on the replay, type replay. I'll come back and say hey. First of all, before we get into that, I just want to thank everybody who watched my live video with my husband last Friday. That was awesome. He's actually asking when we can do another live video. So if you all enjoyed that, I will have him back on with me and we could talk all things. So we could talk relationships, we can talk parenting, we could talk budgeting, we could talk all the messy stuff. So he really liked that, and I told him he would become addicted. Hey, Brenda. So I told him he would be addicted and want to do it again. So just this morning he was like, so when are we doing another video? So anyways, tonight he's actually out of the house, so I'm taking a few seconds. Actually, all the kids are out of the house, so I'm taking a few seconds of quiet mommy time. And I was in the middle of finalizing my spring challenge that's starting, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to jump on here right now and talk about how do we get to a point of actually stopping the body war. As I said, our news feeds are blowing up. Summer's right around the corner. The warmer weather is here. We're going to start taking off layers of clothing. How do you get to a place? So I get asked this often. How do you get to a place where you can just start to feel okay in your body? And the answer is it's a practice. And I don't always wake up feeling on top of the world, especially if I'm living in pain, right? A lot of you know that I'm still coping with my spondylolisthesis, the flare that I've had since December. Yes, pain-free, but I still get little attacks every now and then, and it shoots me back to square one, but that's okay. We stay focused. But the thing is, how to stop the body war. So this is what it is, straight up. We need to come to a place of understanding that nothing is perfect, right? So our ideas of perfection are all subjective, and what we might find as being beautiful or perfect is going to be totally different to somebody else, as it should be. So right away, we're living in a narrative in our heads and thinking that it's the same across the board, but it's not. Another thing about living in our heads is sometimes that keeps us small because we're afraid to do things based out of fear of what other people will think. So what does this have to do with the body war? Everything. This has to do with if you wake up in the morning and you're picking yourself apart in the mirror, if you wake up in the morning and your first thing to do is weigh yourself, and then that's going to set off the tone for the rest of your day, we need to start changing those patterns. So these are just habits that we have fallen into, and it's really unpacking of why do we feel the need to do that thing? What is our ultimate payoff, right? So I'm not sure if you have experienced things like this. I talk about stuff like this because I've lived it. And how I got to a place of actually being better mentally and more, taking up more space in my body, is I just had to stop that pattern. I just had to stop it and replace it. So basically, you sit there and you just catch your thoughts. So that would be step number one, is catching your thoughts. Like, what am I saying right now? What is the chatter, right? And I use this term all the time. So with my husband, with my kids, what's the chatter in your head right now? What's the chatter? What are you saying? Because we are talking constantly in our heads. And if we were to take 2 seconds to just stop and think about what it is we are saying, and like really reflect, would we say this out loud? And if the answer is no, then we need to stop that. We need to stop that chatter. Now, again, hear me out. It's not going from the negative self-talk chatter to going to, oh, I'm so beautiful and my life is so happy, like I'm so happy, everything is perfect. Like, no, it's not about that. It's about, so step number one is about catching your thoughts, noticing your thoughts, catching them. Gabrielle Bernstein, I love her book, The Judgment Detox. She says, notice your judgment without judgment. So we're constantly judging. That's just how we discern what's safe or not. But oftentimes we're using a lot of mental and emotional energy, and it's just draining us, right? So it's about catching the thoughts. So you have to be aware of them. Asking yourself, would I say this out loud to my daughter? Would I say this out loud to my mother? Would I say this out loud to my best friend? If the answer is no, then you need to stop. You need to stop that. On the tail end of that, a lot of us use self-criticism as a motivating factor, and that does not work. So self-criticism is not a healthy tool to use to get anything done. So if you're struggling with that, I need you to understand that they have done research, and it's been proven across the board. Self-criticism is not an efficient motivating factor or motivating tool. So step one is catch your thoughts. So you need to catch them. Then you're gonna be honest with yourself. What are you saying? And then step number two is it's about going back to baseline. So too often, and I do have respect for this whole push of self-love movement. I think it's great the more we're talking about it and learning, like, see, I didn't even try to hide, my hormones here, right? Just talking about all the normal stuff that we would like in the past we would have hidden is going to normalize things. It's not about going from, I don't like how my thighs are so big, to like, oh, I'm so happy, my life is perfect. And it's not those kind of affirmations. So when we talk about affirmations, we need to be very, very careful. Affirmations, honestly, if they are not done in a correct way, they could cause more self-harm. Meaning, you could tell yourself, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself, looking in the mirror until you're blue in the face. And your brain, if your brain doesn't believe you, then you're just going to know that you're lying to yourself. So to get from A to B, there's a lot of little mini steps, right? And too often we just want to jump to Z. So after you've noticed your thoughts and you've understood that you need to stop that, you take it. Step two is get down to baseline. So ask yourself, okay, neutral. I have a body. I have legs. With that, you can ask yourself, what could I choose to be grateful for right now in this body, right? What has my body done for me? So that's step three, get to gratitude. I find gratitude is a healer in and of itself. You get back to baseline and then you choose what you could be grateful for. So yeah, I got big legs. My thighs rub together all the time. They get me places. Do you know how many people would love to walk? Right? So you get yourself to gratitude. You really focus, like, how blessed am I right now in this body? I'm awake, I'm moving, I'm breathing. and how many people would love to have that opportunity to get up and move? I can tell you right now, not being able to move as physically as I have been in the past has been a real challenge. Like, it is really hard. It's a lot of a mental game because, as I said, I haven't really been active. I've sporadically moved in April a few times, and I've paid for it. So not that I'm back at square one from my flare, but it's hard. It's really hard. It's really draining. So I appreciate that once I'm able to actually move and I'm about to do my challenge with my challenge girls, like, I can't wait to get to that space where I was like a year ago, you know? So it's really about that. It's about, number one, notice. Catch your thoughts. Number two, bring it to baseline. So if you're going to use affirmations, and I'm not saying affirmations are not good, I'm saying be neutral with them, especially if you don't believe it. Mindset work is a practice. It's a skill. So you can't just go from A to B. You have to go very, very slow. It's like an 8.1, 8.2, and that's okay. Then number three is to really practice the gratitude. So what could you choose in this moment to be grateful for, right? So especially regarding your body, what could you be grateful for? What, you know, so when I go into schools and I've given a few talks, I like to say, like, if I were to tell you right now what you don't like about your body, I wouldn't even have like to give you 5 minutes and you could probably fill up a page, right? Who here believes this? Like, give me some hearts, give me some likes if anybody's still on here. I'm not sure, but it's easy. It's easy to focus on the negative. It's easy to see what we would want to fix and all the things. But when I do say, okay, now find the things you like, oh my God, I could give you that and tell you to find 10 things you like, and I could come back tomorrow evening and you'd still be struggling. That is normal. So it's a practice. It's about just, perfection doesn't exist, right? We need to stop with this. So as your nude feeds start to fill up, I just want you to realize that you're amazing right now. And it's not going to be about me telling you. You have to come to a place of you giving it to yourself. So it all comes from inside. It's an internal thing. And we need to stop externalizing and trying to get the stuff out there to fill us up in here, because that's never going to work. So I don't know if anybody has any questions, but I'm about to jump off and finalize my videos that I filmed for my 6-week challenge. I did have a few questions, so I can just maybe do that and then say bye. So the 6 weeks challenge, it's going to be really fun. It's not, I'm not promoting it as a weight loss thing. Again, not that I think that there's anything wrong with wanting to lose weight. It's really just questioning yourself, like, why do I want to do this? But if you do on the 6 weeks challenge, that would only be a byproduct. What the 6 weeks challenge is you're going to get your videos, you're going to get your workouts with video demos. So I'm demonstrating the exercises. That was hard for me, by the way, because I have not picked up any weights. All you need is dumbbells, and if you have a mini resistance band. So I did film those videos last weekend, and then I kind of had a hard time walking the rest of this week. Not because the videos are hard, just because my back is still giving me issues. So you're gonna get your workout videos with demos. You're gonna get, we're gonna do a lot of healthy habit life hacks. So it's not about dieting, it's about really reframing our mindset around food, reframing our mindset around, hello, I have people walking in. Reframing our mindset around moving our bodies. Hey, Loic. And just like working all these things. I'm going to have like a ton of little mini challenges happening within the coaching group. So a private coaching group of other like-minded women. I only have like 2 spots left to fill. I'm telling you, I'm keeping this very small so that we feel safe, because in that little group, I'm gonna have little mini challenges happening. We're gonna have accountability partners happening, and then we're gonna have like a lot of other sharing. So that's gonna be sweet. As a bonus, I'm giving away my bumper builder ebook. So I have another book coming out. My website is actually in the process of being done. I can't wait. So you'll only get that ebook when my site is live. So I'm gonna give this as an advance for free to these women in the challenge. So it's just a glute focused lower body ebook of exercises. It's pretty sweet. And then, yeah, what else do I have? The price is $100, so that's like less than $250 a day. And you have the chance to win your money back. Again, I said it wasn't about, it's not necessarily a weight loss challenge. It's about taking up space in your body and really changing how you feel. So we're going for a feeling. So it's all participation based. So first place winner is going to get their money back, $100. Second place winner is going to get $50, and then third place is going to get some FTG swag. So I just wanted to clarify, because I've had a few ladies asking me today, like, oh, I didn't know you're having a challenge, and oh, what's this challenge about? So that is what it is. If you have questions or more questions, feel free to inbox me. I've had a few ask me, am I going to redo this challenge? I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. All the work that it takes to go in for a 6 weeks challenge is a lot. And as I said, you're gonna get a ton of value for like less than $2.50 a day. So like, really, I mean, what's your health worth to you, right? And when I talk health, I'm talking here and here. So we're doing a lot. It's gonna be super fun. But anyways, regardless, I just wanted to jump on. See, now I'm seeing all these women showing up and I'm about to get off, so I'm really sorry. But you can rewatch the video. The whole video, now as you're coming in and I'm talking about my 6 weeks challenge, no, this is just a side note. I really wanted to talk about how do we get to stopping the body war. So really, as the weather warms up, if you want to wear a crop top, girl, you wear it, okay? Because then it gives other women permission to think, hey, I didn't know we could do that. You know, we're challenging the status quo, and there's nothing wrong with that. You want to wear a bikini? You wear it, right? So as I said, summer's gonna get whatever body I give it, because it doesn't matter. It's how I feel in here and in here, how we take up space in our body. That's what it's about. So I don't know if there's any other questions. I'm seeing so many of you jump on as I'm about to get off, but let me just check. A lot of you, and you're all quiet. And again, when we did, my husband and I, we did our video last Friday. He is wanting to come back on with me. So if you have any questions you would like us to address together, it could be relationship-wise, it could be budget-wise, it could be parenting-wise, it could be like whatever. We'll do a Q&A. So he wanted to come on, and I was like, no, tonight I need to talk to the ladies about how to stop the body war. So he's out actually running errands, and this is what I'm doing. So if you are interested in that, you let us know, because he really liked it, and I really liked having him on with me too. So that is all I got. I'm gonna go finish editing my videos for the challenge and finalizing things. Again, I've got like I only have 2 spots left. That's all I got. It's a closed group. If you have questions, email me. And for the ladies that are jumping on, sorry, you can rewatch the video to see the 3 steps that I think you need to do in order to stop the body war, because you have a good body. Our bodies are amazing. And with Mother's Day right around the corner, like, you can't get any better than that. What have our bodies done for us, right? We created life. Some of us might not have created life, but we're helping sustain the life, right? And we all know parenting and momming is hard. So if your kids are still alive, it's a good day. All right, I am jumping off now. So peace, love. Have a good one.